Alright, I'm on. Alright, guys. Hold on a second. I just gotta make sure I get everything set up. Looks like the sound's coming through fine. Might throw in some monster cat or something. I don't mind too much the copyright thingy. I'm not monetizing these videos. Somebody should. It's kind of a waste, right? The whole 2 cents that they're gonna make. So the first question I've got with the voxel art is, what's the resolution that I'm going to be going for? I do have some kinds of like inspiration that I'm looking at, in general, but I've got, let's see. I mean, there's tons of reference out there for different types of characters in voxel art, and there's some stuff that looks like it's doable, and some stuff that looks like it's maybe not detailed enough. I don't know. I want it to have some kind of character to it, though. That's for sure. I think once you start going too high poly with it, once you start going too high resolution, then things will get pretty out of hand. Then it kind of defeats the point. But on that note, I do have progress to show off on Project Stray itself. Last night I got pretty much all the sounds working. I got almost all the sounds. I think there's probably something I'm missing here and there, but I got music, all kind, like ambient sounds, pretty much everything that I could think of right now that needs to make sound makes sound. Even inventory stuff, like when you fuck, I have to restart the editor because I forgot to put the speaker on properly. That is default. Alright. Then let's see. Get back on here. That quality game settings menu is like badass. It's like more thorough than a lot of AAA games. It's kind of crazy. It's like somebody's job was just to make the ultimate quality game settings thing. Sorry, I just woke up. Let's see. Alright, so some of the sounds aren't really that good, and there's also missing sounds because I just simply haven't found sounds for them. I like a lot of the monsters, but like you'll notice, like if I drop, you'll hear when you press the button, like all the different items make sounds when you drop them, and when you pick them up. Oh, did that become unpinned again? Uh-oh, I got a bug. I got a really annoying bug where something is becoming unpinned. Alright, I go into inventory icon. Right, I go here. Why is this unpinning? What the hell would cause this? I should probably move it anyway. I really don't like that stuff is starting to become unpinned. Like, maybe this is just a one-time thing, but something like that can really make a project like this a nightmare. Because if shit just starts getting unpinned, like, randomly, that could really fuck with things. So far I haven't had any problems, though, and maybe just moving shit around will fix it. But, yeah, like, I don't know why this, of all things, because I'm doing, like, so much stuff. Alright. So when you Now drop all is coming on pin. Now there's stuff just getting on pinned all of a sudden. All right. Yeah. Huh. Well, that's not good. Why would it unpin? God damn. That sucks. I wonder if those are the only two things that have become unpinned. Alright. So far, everything else has been pretty much fine. So far, everything else has been pretty much fine, though. I haven't noticed any other issues. I have gotten like better weapons and stuff like that, and better sounds for the weapons. Yeah. There's a death sound, but that's not permanent. Like, I don't even know what the hell I'm gonna do with that sound. Okay, so with that said, I got... I have a feeling that's a little too loud. I'm gonna go to that sound effect real quick. Let's see, I guess the easiest way would be to go through inventory, items, weapons. Should just drag this out. No, it doesn't need to be there, but make this a little bit easier. I've been taking this whole menu and just like making it take up a big chunk of the screen because I've been using it so much. Okay, that's weapons. 4, and I need to go in here. Look at the light machine gun sound effect. The fire sound is like way too loud for some reason. I'm trying to... Oh, okay, that would explain it. Let's try 1.0. Half the volume. So a lot of my time has just been spent kind of tweaking stuff like this. Yeah, it's much better. Oh yeah, there's a skybox now too. Hey, how's it going, Jacoby? Alright, so outside of the fact that a couple of things are coming on pin randomly, magically, which is a bad sign, everything else seems to be in order. Alright, so, the real question here is, how do I want to make these characters look? So I'm starting off with the zombie guy, and I was kind of messing around with this, or some kind of like really simple look, or something along these lines. I'm not against this, but I kind of like having like a consistency with the resolution of the characters. So, like this low resolution won't quite look right with bigger characters and well, maybe, I don't know. So a lot of this is just going to be me trying to figure out something that actually works, right? So like I'll get some monster cat in the background. Probably gonna be a commercial. Alright, I'm muting the commercial. Alright. I don't know if you guys can hear that in the background. Alright. So this resolution isn't quite enough. If I can figure out how to make the head look right, then I can extrapolate that to the rest of the body. I can just keep adding more and more pixels as I'm going. The way I'm going to design it is the character's body parts are separate pieces, so they'll all have to be exported separately. But for right now, the way I'm, all I need to do is just get something in there so that you can see a character. He's going to be just standing there like in his T-pose or whatever. Cool. There's not going to be any animations with the characters, but at least they'll be there. And then, I don't know, I'll be able to figure something else out, like, let's see. Let's try upping this just a little bit. Something I noticed that's kind of funny about pixel art is that very often, like, the face is flat. The back of the head, the side of the head, all that shit could be like different stuff, but like the face has to be flat. Otherwise it doesn't look right. Man, I don't know. I guess for like the hero character, this sort of thing is fine, but like for a zombie, does it really make sense? I want to be able to fight hordes of these guys, you know? Yeah, maybe for the zombie guy, like, his face will be a little bit more fucked up. Maybe he won't even have a mouth or something, like... Let's try maybe a little blood red. I mean, that looks pretty scary. It looks like a zombie. And then on the top of the head can be like fucked up. Like, well, that's the regular zombies, right? And then you'll have the zombified, like guys with guns and stuff. There's demons and zombies right now. I like having variety, like in terms of like demons and zombies, but like in Fallout 4, you have like the super mutants, you got the fucking raiders, you know, like and then you have like just crazy like fucking creatures that want to kill you and stuff. And this like, and then each of them are like completely different. I really like that. In this right now, though, the only things that are going to be there are demons and zombies, and they'll be part of the same faction. But I might at some point like have you fight humans, like actual like soldiers and shit, and you have to fight those guys too. So it's kind of like that, like in terms of like Half-Life actually, but that's a little bit further down the road because I'm not gonna be able to get that ready for the demo on Monday. Let's see if I get his brains exposed. I guess that would be kind of pinkish. So let me let's see. All right, get a nice like. What would be a good pink color? All right, what's a good pink color? All right, there we go. It's kind of funny to see that. Alright, and I need his hair. Well, maybe his hair can be kind of like an off shade of green. Like a darker color or something. Great, he's got a mohawk. I think I'll cut off these. Nah, that makes him look a little too weird. Yeah, alright, I can kind of. You have ideas? Good. Let's see. Maybe have like one part of his brain a little bit darker. Let's see. Maybe if I make his brain just a little, yeah, like that, and then go darker, like more of a gray. Kind of makes sense, right? Should his face be a little taller? So I'm kind of thinking his head's a little short, a little stubby. Thinking. I think I'm gonna raise his head up just a little bit. Further exposes his brains. Alright, let me deselect this. Alright. That was distracting. Yeah, that kind of works. All right, let's see. Oops. I'm gonna need more green. Just have that kind of come through. Oops. Got rid of some of the exposed brain. Intended. Yeah, move his eyes up a little bit, and then maybe some kind of shading. Yeah, okay. See, that works a little bit better. Whoa, huh? Makes him look wide-eyed and scary. Oh man. Let's see. Paint. Maybe the back of his head could be a little bit more. Yeah, he's a little tall now. I guess there's no way around it. It's either he's gonna be too tall, or, well, maybe that's not that bad of a thing. Alright, so what I've got here is a head. It's an 8x8 zombie head. think I'm gonna raise this up. Okay. Yeah, let me try that out. So like you say like a black? Whoa. He looks makes him look really just a little too I went too far. How about a really, really dark red? Huh? Alright. Brains exposed. Later, man. Let's see. Save as zombie. Alright. So I guess the next thing is, well, maybe it might make sense to have like some kind of a neck or something like that that kind of like just pokes through so that when let's see. Yeah. That just makes it so that when I pivot his head onto the body, it'll be able to have something that kind of sticks into the neck hole. Alright, that's a zombie head. So an 8x8x8 seems to be a pretty good size for her head. Question is, how about the body? So I wonder if I should build these parts separately or should I try to just build them as one thing? I'll probably build them as one thing for now. And then, I don't know, I'll figure something else out, like maybe his ear should be kind of like, yeah. Yeah, that probably makes a little bit more sense. Alright, I might be overthinking it. Okay, so that's the zombie head. It's gonna be the zombie body. I wonder. Let's see. Save this. Actually, let me see how it looks in game. Export. On that note, let me save these with the proper naming convention so that I don't lose all the characters in a giant mess of names. Okay. Car zombie. Import OBG. Where you at, car zombie? What's gonna be the right size for this? Yeah, shit. I guess I'll try 0.1. Oops. That seems reasonable. Export as an FBX as car_zombie. Okay. I'm going to have to import the material. Where is it? I don't think this actually matters because it'll just like... Alright, let's see. I'll have to go into graphics. Character. Alright, so palette. Car Zombie 2. It's not going to be called character. Alrighty. Let's see how a zombie head looks in the world. Let me go to another level where I'm not going to be attacked while I'm trying to look at something. Oops. Level. 01. Okay. Oh yeah, shit. I can't look at a place where there's going to be music, otherwise there's going to be two songs playing at the same time. So maybe I am stuck here. Okay. Alright. How big is this guy? Damn. Oh, he's huge. That's a big ass fucking zombie head. I might have to actually scale these guys' head down just a little bit. Either that, or I'll have to just see how the body comes in. Because that looks like a fucking... What I like about the size though is that it's easy to see it. I mean, that's a pretty easy enemy to see. Alright, I might have to scale him down a little bit though. Let me try. Start over. Import, OBJ, car zombie. Alright, full size now. So 0.8. 0.8. Oops. Oh. 0.8. Import. Alright. Yeah, that's much better. Yeah, I could kind of actually almost imagine fighting that. How stubby the body is going to have to be though in order for it, because his head can't be that much taller than mine. Let's see. I'll add another 8 to Z. Move the head all the way to the top. And see if I can get an approximation on the body size. Because with a head about that size, I think the body is going to have to be pretty damn big. I might have to scale this down quite a bit. Getting the scale right for this is going to be tough. Like, I can almost imagine the body needing to be, what, like... maybe a little bit larger. Let's try 20. And that'll be the body right there. Yeah, I'll drag out a box now. See if I can just get an approximation on this. I might be able to get that to work. Yeah, it seems about right. So for I don't know. Working with voxels is fucking fun. Oh man. Alright, let's see. I mean, that looks like a pretty zombified dude right there. Let's save. I'll have to figure out, like, actually, let me. The neat thing about this is that I'm now sort of setting up what the body is going to look like in general. Alright, I can use this torso for like lots of stuff. The only problem is I'm gonna have to set the center. It's gonna be an interesting experience trying to make sure that I set the pivot points to the correct spots. Right? But I guess it's not that bad. Like comparatively, this is actually like getting away with murder. Alright, so save, place it. Got me a zombie. I'm gonna go into Blender. I'm gonna go ahead and delete this. Alright, import OBJ, car zombie. Alright, it's really huge. You don't want to fight a zombie this size. Let's say 0.8. Oh, 0. God. Ram. Alright, I'm thinking maybe that is just gonna be too big. Alright, let's export. Import. Okay, what am I dealing with here? Unless he's got like really stubby legs. In order for this to work, you'll have to have some pretty stubby legs. Either that or I'm going to just maybe I don't know. Okay, alright. Don't listen to me right now because I'm just indecisive. Alright, let's see how it looks. Oh, he's intimidating. I don't want to see that. Alright. He's gotta have, his legs have gotta be bigger. So like he's gonna have to be pretty big. I'm gonna have to shrink the voxels down further in order for this to work. Take off his head. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, maybe 0.5, and then I'll try and add some feet, or legs and feet. He looks silly. I'm gonna take a picture of this. Alright, yeah, actually, let me import him one more time as the correct size, or as a smaller size. Probably don't have to re-import to do this, but I'm just trying to be safe. Since I'm making lots of decisions based on these results, any kind of incalculation can be, oh Jesus, 0.5, can be very detrimental, cost a lot of time. A lot of time I don't have. Alright. Export. Alright. Import. Alright. He's a lot smaller now. Maybe he's... Now he's too small. But at least I'd be able to give him legs. Huh. Yeah, but this feels a lot more like a character. Like when I walk up to him, I'm looking right at him. You know, I'm looking into his eyes. Zombie. This might look pretty small, but the reality is he's about the right size now. Maybe it's just the environment that just makes him look small. Yeah, because it's like this big open space. I guess that's pretty common, right? Like, you're gonna see these big open spaces. Yeah. Alright. Seems like it would feel about right to fight this guy. I think it's so. I don't know. Let's give him some legs. See what the legs are like. I'm thinking the legs will add another 10. At least. Maybe? Select the whole thing. Bring them up. Might be... Yeah, the legs don't have to be that big. But I guess they do kind of need to be pretty big. Thinking the legs would actually kind of just extrude out. Might need to have a little bit more, 10, no. That can stay 8. I'll increase this to 10. That way, my legs can come down. And I could probably... I'll have to make sure that like the shoulder pieces and stuff like that like properly hinge, and that there's a little bit of interconnecting where they kind of lock with each other. That's gonna be crazy. Alright, so he's gonna have green legs for now. I'm thinking his feet will be like right here. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna start feeting out. Alright. Get the position of the feet right. Oops. Alright, so that's his feet. Alright. And if that's his feet, then I can figure out how I want to do the shins. Right. Really good chance that these are just gonna stay very rectangular, but the character will have, these will have, like the legs and I guess and the shins will have to be separate pieces. And what I can probably do is just a simple calculation and interpolate, well, use an interpolation as a means to kind of figure out the position of the upper leg versus the knee joint, or something like that, where it just very simply stays between the two. Regardless, right now, all I really need to do is just make sure that I get these legs in place. Now it looks like a lot of people, they just build this like shoulder joint, and then they have the hand, or the forearm and the hand together as one piece. I don't know. Zombie butt. So it looks like I will have to add a lot more to here. Try 15. No, oh wait, not this one. This one will probably just stay 8 forever. I think the knee joint will be about right here. I'm actually right now I'm just messing around with trying to make the knee joint look like something, because there we go. I think the ultimately, like, when I split these parts up, the knee is gonna kind of just look like a piece that kind of goes in, and then the upper leg, you know, the shin and the foot are gonna like just be one piece, and it just kind of connects in. But like having like a weird detail like this where it's like a bone, like the leg is just like ripped up. Like I mean, you could do that right here too. Oops. Now the neat thing about this is that it's not that difficult to do like variations. Because if all the parts are separate, I could have like a whole bunch of different types of like zombie body part, like body pieces that can interconnect. Get to see kind of a little bit of the spine. Ah, it's so gross. Alright. Oh, his rib cage is showing, even though his like ribs are like this thick. Ugh. Alright, let's export this and see how it looks. Yes, I will be replacing it. Import. Alright, you're gonna be 0.5. 0.05. 0.5. It's a fast zombie. Oops. Alright, so now that I know how tall his legs are, now I know he's a miniature zombie. Now that I know that I gotta up that size a bit. He's gonna have to be bigger. Try exporting again. import obj. Let's try 0.8 again. Oops. Now he's probably back to being too big again. Actually, yeah, I can just put a spawn point next to him. Spawn point represents the size of the average character. How's it going? You've returned? Wait, are you the same person that just had to go? Are you Jacoby? Alright, I'm confused. Let's see. Alright, so this zombie needs to be about this. So I'm thinking that's like a, I don't know. He's gonna have to be like a lot smaller. Maybe the 0.5 was the right size. Okay. It's going good, and no, I'm not whoever who just had to leave. Let's see. I got a rib cage for anyone just coming in. Free. The zombie's oversized at the moment, so I'm trying right now. I'm trying to find the standard size. So this right here is the average size of the regular enemies in the game, right? And my goal right now is to just get a block in of representational graphics of each of the characters in the game. So like, I got the zombie here, which I think I'm probably gonna be putting a a white lab coat on this guy, like, or something like that, like Alright. But I gotta export him at the right size. I gotta find the standard dimensions for this. So 0.08 is still too big. Let's try 0.7. That might do it. 0.7 might be the magic number. Well, basically what I'm doing is I'm sort of eyeballing it to get an idea of what the scale is. But different objects have different resolutions, so I kind of have to mess with it a little bit, and then once I figure out what this, what the size is, then I just maintain that from that point out. But the guns are much higher resolution than the world, and then there are certain objects, like smaller objects, that are higher resolution. So it's really just been sort of try something, see how big it is, and then try again until I get it right, and then just maintain after that. So import, which is pretty much exactly what I'm doing right now. Alright. That is almost the right size, but how does it look? Yeah, he's still a little too big. Need to get his head to about here. Oh, I'm sure you can set a custom scale. Well, actually, I don't know. Magic of Voxel doesn't seem to have a scale. It might. Miscellaneous? Gridded? No. Frame. I don't. Scale. No. Wait. Oh yeah, you can set a scale right here. And then I can just export it as the correct thing. Maybe. I don't know. I've just been doing it in Blender because I have to do stuff in Blender anyway. Like, I'm gonna, when the character model is actually ready to be used, I'm going to have to export each body part separately and then make sure that the origin or, you know, the pivot point is in the correct spot universally for all of the body parts. That way I can attach them to bones or points and have them, like, you know, react and move around and stuff like that properly. So that's basically what I'm doing with these things. I don't know, this has just been the method that I've been going with it. I'm gonna end up having to do a lot of stuff in Blender anyway. There's just no way around it. Okay, that shrunk him down a lot. 0.6 might be the trick. Alright, import. It might be 6.5. Let's see how this looks in game. Huh? Alright, I might have to leave it at this. Alright, I think that's it. So it's 0.06 for the scale of the character. And then, well, I'll have bigger characters. Like, I have the minigunner guy is, like, much bigger. And he'll, like, I don't know, he'll have, like, a different type of torso and all that stuff. But, alright, that's a zombie. Let's get his arms in. Seems to be about the right size. Ah, yeah. I've done some rigging and animating in Blender, and making sure the origins are correct is crucial. You screw everything up if you don't get them right. Yeah, I totally agree. Like, it's not that terrible of a process either, but, like, I'm gonna be exporting, like, the arm piece. I'll be exporting that separately, and, like, I'll have to move it so that the origin, move it in Blender so that the origin's in the correct spot. I might as well do the scaling in there as well, like, at that point. Huh. Alright. So, I need to, get some more zombie reference, because I'm not really sure what color I should make his legs and stuff like that. Like, I don't want his whole body to be green. That's just supposed to be his skin. I don't know, thanks right now. Let me see. I guess zombies typically have, like, blue jeans. Let's see. Like, his leg right here is exposed. So I guess I could get away with that, but, like, shoes are usually, like, brown. I could probably make, like, a darker shade of brown for the bottom. Alright. And for now, I think, a dark blue. Yeah, something like this. Although, that looks a little too much like the security guard would be wearing. I'm not sure what color I should make the zombie's legs. But I do know that he's wearing pants. Not a naked zombie. The fast zombies might be, though. Like, I kind of want the fast zombies to look really fucked up, like ghouls, feral ghouls or something. Which I guess is not really going to be all that different from this. Is this the wasteland? Alright, if it's the wasteland, then I'm going to go back to brown. Like a glowing zombie. Neon zombies. Well, I know that the fast zombies are like more fucked up version of zombie. That's kind of the idea. Is like these guys are like, you know, kind of forming humans, the exposed brain and shit. But like the fast zombies would be like the run, you know, kind of crazy running at you kinds of dudes. I think this guy is gonna be wearing kind of like a, you know, I don't know, like a white shirt or something. So I'm gonna try. Yeah, it looks a lot better. I could probably try different shades of green as well. Kind of like accentuate things a little bit more. Have this guy kind of look a little fucked up. Ew. They're gonna try and kill you. They're gonna eat your brains. I probably shouldn't do a gray shirt, should I? Because it looks like the it just looks like his ribcage. The only thing is that you know, scientists in white lab coats and stuff like that tend to wear like white everything, right? I mean, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure how I would do the lab coat anyway, because it would need to have like animations. Flowing animations would be a little bit out of my league at the moment. Not really sure how I would do that. Alright. So the real question is, how will this look if I just plop this guy right onto the zombie? The actual zombie. So me. Do this, export. So 0.06 is the scale. Import, wavefront. Alright. Alright. It's a pretty fucked up looking zombie. Yeah, he's pretty tall. I could probably knock it down to 0.58. Just like bring him down just a little bit. Because this character represents the base size for pretty much all the other characters. Once I establish this character's size, then even the bigger characters are just going to have more voxels to make them bigger. This is... yeah. These guys need to be about the same size as the player. Let me try... Alright, that knocked him down just a little bit. Still a little tall. Alright, I'll probably still be on for a little bit, because I'm just going to be messing around with this. This is actually pretty fun. I'm going to try and plug this guy into the regular zombie model. See how it looks to fight them. This will just be a good experiment. Okay. Alright, where are you, zombie? Alright, this is gonna be the first time. Oh wait, I can just... I can plug a mesh in just like that right here. Oh, it's a skeletal mesh though. For now, I'm just gonna use a regular mesh. On that note, I have to make sure that these guys don't have collision. Why did it put it there? Alright. Capsule. Static mesh. Your model test for now. And then I go into... Oh, he's even facing the wrong direction. Oh, that sucks. Well, I gotta fix that. I guess I gotta export him. Well, I might as well get used to the process. Okay. Flip, rotate. It's on the Z. Yeah, there we go. sets him up. Okay. 058. Maybe I do need to actually just set a scale in Magic of Voxel. Okay, now he's facing red, which is necessary. Now I gotta make him negative 0.5. Right? Nope. Is it gonna be 1? Negative 1? No? Oh, great. It's probably gonna be... Nope. It has to be like literally the middle of the mesh. Huh. 0.8? That looks correct. Maybe his feet are gonna be in the ground. Well, this won't be a super big concern when I'm exporting everything as separate pieces, because the origin will just be visible what it needs to be, whereas this I'm kind of doing a guessing game. But anyway, this should set them about halfway into the ground and turn them sideways. Oh wow. The middle of his mesh is way higher. It's like all the way in his chest. It's like it's the center of his torso. So that doesn't seem right though. Huh. Maybe, yeah, negative 1 was correct. Yeah, it was. Shit. Sport. There it is. All right. See how this looks. Not bad. Oh god, I gotta fight these guys. Some zombies all the way out here. Cool. Ah, zombies! That's a lot cooler. Alright, I guess while I'm at it, I might as well... Well, I can't get rid of the outlines just yet, otherwise I'll make the game basically unplayable. Oh. That is a pretty big difference, though. Just seeing an enemy. In fact, I should probably just go ahead and... Shooting someone, even a zombie, in the back is dishonor. You have no honor. Let's see. Move these guys back just a little bit. And I'm gonna go ahead and make him spawn a zombie. I mean, it is a spawn point. There he is. That's interesting. He's supposed to play a sound when he sees you and stuff. Just don't have a sound. I need zombie sounds. I need a fucking pack of zombie sound effects. A Frankenstein sound pack. I just need to get sounds. I have it all hooked up where it'll play them at the correct times and it does it when it's supposed to, but I just don't have the sounds. I've been working on the basic movement mechanics and environment art for an ASCII-inspired roguelike this afternoon. Oh, hey, that's pretty cool. Doing a roguelike. Actually, the idea of the roguelike is what gave me the idea of just making the characters different letters as representations of what they are. Like, I don't think an ASCII art first-person shooter would ever really work, but it's an interesting idea. In which case, I gotta get rid of the Z. It's not necessary. Oh man, and the dead body has to be like... It has to spawn like a ragdoll. That adds so much. Alright. Seems a little top heavy, maybe. Well, his feet go outside of the collision. I don't know why I'd be already. I should be waking up. Maybe I need coffee. Maybe I need food. Alright, let me get some arms on this guy. Thinking it's just be like a regular shoulder piece, and then forearm and the hand will be one piece. And it's okay, I think, in some cases where the forearm... I've seen ASCII art first-person shooter mock-ups. They're really hard to look at. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, seriously. I can't imagine it like anything other than a top-down, you know? Alright, I'm thinking... Yeah, I'm gonna get some arms and hands on this guy, and then the shirt's ripped. Tragic. You'll have to buy another shirt. think like voxels are gonna end up being kind of like the ASCII art of the first-person shooter market or something. I don't know. I'm probably gonna be the only person doing this. Let's see. Well, I mean, technically, other games like Trove and stuff like that are like that, but they're not like classic Quake or anything. The arena first-person shooter meets Minecraft zombies. Let's see. That was a really good idea that Jacoby had with the brains. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Since all the parts are separate, I have to figure it out. Like I haven't actually got the system in place just yet. But when the character dies, I'm gonna spawn. He deletes right now, is instantly gone. I'm going to spawn a death, and that death will support like limbs flying off, and the projectiles that hit him will put an impulse on it, and like maybe a ragdoll, all kinds of weird shit like that. Like I want to have like a I want to have it where like, you know, you see the body, like you throw a grenade into a bunch of zombies and you just see like arms and legs and like and like, you know, they're like spurting blood and shit. I want to see that. So I think that the shoulder, I guess with voxel art, typically speaking, the shoulder is like a it's kind of like just like right, and then it kind of does this. Maybe that came out a little bit too far. Yeah, these guys are not wearing armor like the security dudes are. The security guys have armor, so like I'll have like big bulky like shoulder pads on them or something. But these guys, I gotta like figure out how to make them look good without, because that armor can really act as like a mediator for detail. Ugh, that looks terrible. It probably makes me a rather morbid person, but I find jibs rather satisfying in games. That ain't morbid. That's normal. I can't imagine seeing it any other way. It's even crazier too, like playing like Brutal Doom or something like that, and you basically blow a limb off of a creature, and the creature's still trying to attack you and stuff. Like, that's pretty fucking cool. Maybe this sort of... This zombie's kind of buff. Yeah, like if you nail a pinky demon on the side, or I think it just kind of happens randomly, you'll blow his fucking arm off. And I've blown legs off of imps. Like you'll see the imp like hopping on one, and he's like, you can blow the legs off of revenants, and like they start crawling around on the ground. Imps you can like blow their guts out, like, and the imp will just like sit there screaming on the ground like arr, 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 like, and before you know, he finally just like keels over. Like, it's pretty fucking violent. If you haven't checked out Brutal Doom, it's definitely worth it. It's a big inspiration. I don't know if I'll be able to personally manage to attain that degree of detail within the fucking, like, blood splatters and stuff, but I'm gonna try. But my the last level that I made was designed for Brutal Doom. Redemption of the Slain. Okay. This guy's got shoulders. So these would be separate parts now. Alright, so the torso wouldn't include any of this. The torso's basically a fucking rectangle. Let's be honest. It's a rectangle with a crotch. And a butt. That's not that bad. That's pretty manageable. So I would just like separate these parts, make these like, yeah, see these kind of come out a little bit so that they don't Z-fight or anything. And I can make the legs do whatever I need. I'll have to figure out. But each and every one of these limbs that are separate parts I can easily just spawn the separate limb. And then maybe do a calculation to see like what direction you shot them in, or maybe I could just add extra hitboxes so that like it knows that you shot him in the head and blows his head off. So from this, I'm gonna just try and like build. Alright, what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to get the forearm, which there's a certain point where voxel art just looks like some kind of weird machination. English. It's my first language, can you tell? Let's see. The fist is usually just like fucking squares. I'm glad we don't live in a world of actual voxels, because my hand would be a fucking block. Ever played Dark Messiah of Might and Magic? So much fun kicking enemies around into the environments and traps. I haven't. Although I could probably at least watch a video of somebody playing that. That sounds pretty cool. Sounds really familiar. I've probably seen it before, maybe. There it is. For now, I'll keep everything together. And then I'll figure out how to like turn these into separate pieces later. Floating through the silence in my cold skin. My body is wearing thin. My fears tell me I'll never win. My body is wearing thin. Maybe I had it better. It was kind of probably a little bit better before I tried to connect things. Alright. Yeah. Kind of strange. So like, you should make the thumb longer than the palm. Yeah, I was thinking about that. I'm trying to... Yeah, like I had it backwards. Actually, I should exaggerate that a little bit more. Yeah! Oh, it's a hand! Look at that. That's a hand now. I wonder if I can even get away with making this like a little bit. Nah. Ruined it. Something can only be a hand. I don't know, do I need to have, like, I feel like something needs to be going on here. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it definitely looks like a hand now. Maybe I could... Nah. I should just keep it simple, honestly. There's only so much you can do. That's kind of the beauty of this. Alright, I just gotta do that on the other side. I'm pretty sure I can mirror this. Actually, is there a way to just select... oh yeah, okay. You can just select rectangle. Boom. Right. And then I can Control C, Control V. Oh god, he's got two right hands. Oh god. This is worse than the ribcage showing. I'm going to flip. How am I gonna flip you though? Nope. Oh, 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 there it is. There it is. I got it. Alright, here's a window into how the monsters are gonna look. So the shoulder will be a separate piece. The hand and forearm are a separate piece. And that's just so that, like, when I'm gonna just, like, literally, like, when they're holding guns, I'm just gonna attach a gun to the fucking thing. Like, there'll just be a gun, like, hanging out on his hand. And then, yeah, so these will move independently, these will move independently. The upper leg will move independently, the lower leg will move independently. And the head will just move, look wherever he's looking. So, that doesn't seem too bad. It's almost a manageable zombie. Almost got a zombie going on here. Let's see. I think this is actually pretty good first example. Although I'm going to be, I have fast zombies. Let's see, how many enemies do I need to make? I'll do it as soon as I just re-export this guy. I'll take a look to make sure, like, how long that took me to do. And some of the other characters are obviously going to take longer because the Grenadier and the Minigunner, these characters are a lot bigger, bulkier. They almost look like Gears of War characters. That's what I want. Where they have these, like, you know, they're really, like, kind of bulky. So -1. Alright, so 0, 5, 8, 0, 5, 8. Graphics. There he is. Export. I'm not even sure what I'm gonna do for the Hell Beast. When I think of the Hell Beast, I kind of think of the Balrog from, like, Lord of the Rings or something. But, or the Baron of Hell. I probably should just use that as a reference. I mean, that's not a bad thing at all. Okay. Import. There he is. You're fighting fucking zombies now. Arrgh. Alright. Alright, let's see a zombie. Oh, he didn't last very long. I should probably let him beat me up for a little bit. Oh, God. Yeah. Get some animations on this guy. He's doing his thing. He's being a zombie. He should be playing like sounds, but he doesn't have any at the moment. He has a footstep sound, but the footstep sound should be a little faster. That was the sound of me using a health pack. Oh, I got eaten. Grenadier is usually pronounced grenadier. At least the times I've heard it. Okay, I've probably been saying it wrong. I'll be alright. Grenadier? Grenadier. I think you mentioned this last time. Or earlier this week. Like, these guys are green, but the fast zombies are gonna be like fucking like gray and like decrepit. Like, that's the first time I mentioned it. That's what I get for being a son of an English major. I had somebody mention the same thing. I swear, like earlier this week, when I was saying grenadier or grenadier. I was like grenadier than thou or something like that. Like, he's, man, this guy is so grenady. You'll never believe it. But I guess it's grenadier. 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 Oh. That's gonna haunt me forever. I'm probably gonna say it wrong like constantly. I will say though, it makes a big difference just seeing an enemy. Just seeing something, like an actual dude coming at me, that makes such a fucking big difference, like how everything feels. Now I'm gonna be aiming at their heads the whole time. Oh. Alright, so with that said, alright, I have that in. What I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to do a couple of tweaks to the way that, the character is set up. I think the next time is the next build of the game, like later tonight. is gonna actually be like, with dudes running around and you fight them, and no more of this stuff. None of this like bounding box, and I'm gonna get rid of the letters that represent the characters as well. And at the very least, I'll have like very simple shapes representing the characters. So the characters are gonna be represented by something. But this right here shows me that what the process is going to be like to make a character. And the neat thing is that if all of the body parts are separate, I can spawn random things to attach. So I can, instead of having like an open rib cage, maybe he can have like a different color shirt or something. Like maybe his other leg will be ripped up when he's running at you, or something like that. I don't know. Alright, so with that said, I think I'm gonna close out the stream for now, because I need to go and grab some food. And I'm gonna come back to this, and I'm gonna hit this as hard as I can. I'm gonna fucking try and get as many zombies and fucking demons and all kinds of shit with actual graphics represented in the game, even if they're not gonna be animated, but I want to have them represented. And after that, or at least somewhat in that time, I'm going to be getting an options menu that I have already in the engine. It's already hooked up. Let's see. Let me see if I can get this like. So like right here is a settings menu. And this shit is all hooked up. Well, I mean, I have to hook it up, but this is how you change your like settings. I can set I can have the difficulty here. Like I can make the game. You can choose to make the game harder, stuff like that. I don't know. Here's all the video settings, full screen. And I guess camera, which I'm gonna rename it to mouse, because why camera? And then you can do your mouse sensitivity here, different for the X and Y axis. So by Monday, it should feel like a game, I think. And that's when I'm gonna be trying to show it off, trying to get people's attention and stuff. Be like, take a look at this. That's when I'm gonna have to like figure things out. So I'm gonna end the stream here. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for joining in and watching, and stay tuned for more, because I'm gonna have more stuff, and maybe a slight chance I might stream later tonight just randomly while I'm working on zombies and stuff, because the enemies are real fun to watch get worked on and stuff like that. So it's kind of it's entertaining. So with that said, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna close it out. Take it easy, guys, and see you again soon, I guess, or hope.